Alright, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 4. This is just gonna be more of the epilogue. I have no idea how many more videos there are gonna be. I'd say maybe this one and then one more. So we're really in the home stretch here.
You drank. I thought it was strictly soda for you.
Not like I never touched the stuff. Soda just agreed with the nanos better. The nano machines break down alcohol before it has a chance to get you drunk.
So, that explains it. No need to hold back anymore, huh?
Yeah, well, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of folks lost their entire sense of being the moment SOP went offline.
You mean SOPS? I heard some people are going through withdrawals. SOP syndrome.
Yep.
I imagine there were a lot of disasters that day. I'm imagining a lot of car crashes, possibly a lot of plane crashes. I don't know.
From what I hear, over 10% are showing symptoms.
Oh, well, it's not that many people, I guess.
I guess getting rid of the Patriots won't solve all our problems overnight.
You, probably already suspected this, but I'm not actually an employee of AT Security.
Huh?
The Patriots raised me to be a gun launder.
Not really a big surprise there.
The Patriots?
My earliest memories are of the LRA. They kidnapped me, forced me to fight. Yep, you're staring at a former child soldier. My parents, my brothers and sisters, all killed in the war. Guess that makes me what you call a war orphan. After that, the Patriots picked me up and brought me into the family business. I was Drebin, number 893. There's a whole lot of pawns like me all over the world.
I wish Drebin had his own game.
I suppose I laundered guns like I did.
And he teams up with the merchant from Resident Evil 4. I think that'd be pretty neat.
In fact, I was under strict orders to back you guys from the start.
You what?
Hey, man. Don't take it personal. I wasn't the only one under their orders.
Huh? Meryl and...
They probably never realized it themselves, but...
This part's kind of stupid.
Rat Patrol, Team 01. Voila.
But see, if Drebin had actually written out the entire thing, it would have just been nonsense.
Played like a violin.
You can get Patriot out of Rat Put
Why?
01, but if you were to actually write out Patrol,
Liquid's plot
nope.
was a threat to the Patriots. So they planned to have you guys take care of me.
Didn't turn out quite how they planned, though, did it?
Yeah, well, I don't think they expected you to crash their system and wipe them out.
So, does that mean you're out of a job now?
Are you kidding? I got the Drebins.
Sounds like an STD. Oh man, I got the Drebins.
From now on, we're in business for ourselves. We are pawns no more.
Easy there.
The White House might have lost its taste for unilateralism, started to rebuild. But there's a lot of failed states out there that went bankrupt from their PMC habits, and they owe a shitload of money. Now, only question is...
I can't tell if Drebin is drunk or if he's just... if that's just how he walks.
I'm sure these new governments will try and keep it under control with PMC corporate reform laws, but it ain't gonna be good enough. They all sunk up.
Also, I love how that one character's hair is like that just because of one joke. His hair's like that for the entire game because of one joke.
War economy's gone for good. I'm guessing the UN is gonna be more important than ever. What with multilateralism and all. A certain president said it best back during the Cold War. For in the development
I like how the priest is so,
rests the only true
just
alternative to war.
completely confused by that.
Then again, the UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. And if you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nano machines used to keep you sober.
Crush. Mix. Burn. Repeat.
Hey, Uncle Hal, can I give him the Mark III?
Huh?
No.
He's
No, Sonny, you cannot.
a new friend.
That is a very important piece of technology. That thing helped save the world, Sonny.
He lives near here.
You can't give that to him. You don't even know him.
But we're having fun. He's my very first outside friend.
Aww.
Really? That's great. Sonny, it's okay if you want to live outside now. It's your life. There are other havens out there.
The sun looks so pretty.
That's not an answer, Sonny.
Sonny,
I need to know if I could just ditch you here.
I like it outside. Uncle Hal, when is Snake coming back?
Snake. Is sick. So he went on a trip to help him get better.
We're not going with him?
No. He needs to be alone.
I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
Snake had a hard life. He needs some time to rest.
Are you crying, Uncle Hal?
No. I'm not crying.
Oh.
And there we go. That is the end of Metal Gear Solid 4. So yep, here's the voice cast. Everyone is really awesome in this game. I love David Hayter's always great. Christopher Randolph's great as Otacon. Sonny's voice actress is, you know, she does a good job. Drebin's a good addition. Meryl always great. Naomi can go die again. Quentin Flynn, great. Lee Merriweather, I don't really like as Big Mama. Yep. Fred, always great. Enemy soldiers, where's Roger Craig Smith? 'Cause I know he's in this. There he is. Oh, and Nolan North, too. Huh. Who else? I don't know any of those other names other than Nolan North and Roger Craig Smith. Hideo Kojima, Ocelot. Even though I think he had one line in the game. And then there's a Big Boss. I don't remember Big Boss being in this game. That's weird. I'm sure it's nothing.
That's right. Good. No need for you to go just yet. It's been a long time, Snake.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Big Boss. Last time we saw you, you were kind of on fire.
Big Boss.
I don't think Snake should be sweating that much. I mean, yeah, he did just try and kill himself, but whatever. I love how he has the boss's gun from MGS3. That looks so goofy. Oh, the manliest hug of all time.
Let it go.
The manliest father-son hug
Son,
ever.
I'm not here to fight. Or should I call you brother? What? It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live. It all began with a bunch of old fools. Now,
So yeah, Big Boss isn't voiced by David Hayter in the scene because obviously that would be a little weird. Just having two snakes talk to each other.
I'm the only one.
But this brings up a problem, and a lot of people seem to think that
I'll be gone too.
Big Boss's voice actor here is going to voice Big Boss from now on, like in Ground Zeroes
That body
and MGS5.
on the Volta.
A lot of people seem to think David Hayter's not going to be Big Boss anymore,
That was
which
the
I think would be
body
really terrible.
of a clone. Solidus.
So yeah, the body that was on fire was Solidus, because why not?
He was a perfect clone.
But yeah, speaking of David Hayter not voicing people,
Zero in the
he put out a
proxy
tweet like a
AIs
week or so ago
came after him.
asking his fans how they would feel if he wasn't in the next Metal Gear game, and that's not a good sign.
Nanomachines.
Like, I don't know, I feel like David Hayter is Snake at this point, and that Kojima wouldn't risk having something like that be not consistent,
They had
because
to
he just
see
strikes me as that kind of guy.
not only my
But
physical
if
body,
David Hayter isn't Snake
will too.
ever again, I'm gonna be pissed.
The technology
But
was
yeah,
similar to
hopefully when they
what
show more
used
footage of
A&B members
Ground Zeroes, hopefully we'll hear his angelic voice voicing Snake once
need
again.
to wake again. The system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this man, Zero. For me, and for them. For Naomi.
I really hope that the next Metal Gear game, like, I would assume either Ground Zeroes or 5 is going to go more into the relationship between Big Boss and Zero. Just because I would like to see a lot more of their feud.
And reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces.
Like, Zero was in 3, but he wasn't really, like, evil.
And Ocelot.
I would definitely like to see more of evil Zero.
Used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's personality onto his own. He used hypnotic suggestion to turn himself into Liquid's mental doppelganger. For all our advances in nanotechnology, information and genetic control, they've never
I should count how many times the word nanomachines has been used in this game.
let alone turn one person totally into another. Under certain conditions, someone can be made to play a specific role. Act like someone else. Cats do love to play as snakes.
What?
It all started with
I'm not even going to begin to pretend that that sentence made sense.
Zero. Zero grew old, and by the end his Patriots were being run by a network without shape or form. What do you mean, without shape?
That is a very weird looking wheelchair.
The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. The corporations, for-profits, and research institutions that comprise the military-industrial complex were part of it too. They operated on budgets automatically allotted to them by the proxies. Accounts maintained by the Patriots. The network covered everything from weapons R&D and investment to production and marketing. It encompassed the people, the companies, even the laws that protect them. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system. I don't think anyone realized that it was all a setup, a mere set of norms. The Patriots were those norms, a neural network reduced to its simplest form. That's what they really represented. Uniformity without individual will, without change. But then one day, those norms suddenly deviated from that pattern and underwent a mutation. It was like the birth of a new life form. The system found a new way to propagate itself. War. The norms the Patriots had crafted for their unified state quickly became dependent on a single business, the war economy. Meanwhile, the political cause of creating a cleaner, safer battlefield provided a convenient catalyst. By then, the system was no longer being steered by Zero's will, or anyone else's. It was then that the norms, manifested as AIs, the inheritors of Zero's will, began to reproduce and take on a life of their own. Zero's original intent was to carry on the boss's will and establish a unified world state, an inside world. But his successors failed to carry on his will. Eventually, JD became the very age itself, propagating its will as it pleased, and this age chose to act through economics instead of nation-states. Powered by the industrial and digital revolutions that came before it, this age gave birth to a twisted economic revolution, a battlefield revolution. It created a new world without substance. In this new world, there were no ideologies, no principles, no ideals, not even the thing she treasured most, loyalty. There was only the war economy. It was a colossal error in judgment, one Zero couldn't possibly have foreseen.